Let's call our symposium chair for this summit. Please welcome Dr. Ines, or Ines, the Ines. Dr. Ines Bettina Santos will introduce our first speaker and discuss Unicorn disease in the Philippines, impact, burden, and local students.
Ako po si Brian Ligsay, otherwise known as DJ Big Brian ng broadcasting at sa mundo ng pagboboses. Well, it started many years ago when I was in high school. Actually, hindi ko naman gusto maging isang DJ or isang voice-over talent talaga. In fact, hindi ko alam na magiging voice-over talent ako or DJ dahil gusto ng mga magulang ko, mag-doktor ako. Well, apparently, meron kaming high school radio noon, o yung campus radio, at alam mo, yun nagre-request ng piso-piso, 2 piso per song. They had no one to sit on the board, at ako nagpromotor. Nag-invento ako ng radio station, nag-invento ako ng pangalan, and everybody liked it. Tapos sumali ako sa mga DJ mixing competition, extemporaneous speech contest, kung saan ako pinapadala. And eventually, when I went to college here in Manila, nag-training ako, nag-OJT ako sa DWRS, Radio Shopsville, and then sa DWVM. And then somebody heard me, the guy from Crew 106, La Henriquez, okay? And they actually asked me kung pwede akong mag-audition sa kanila. So nag-audition ako, I made my demo, and from there, yun, tuloy-tuloy na. My first DJ stint was in 1997 over Crew 106. Well, siguro kung meron mang isang napaka-importanting skill na meron ka dapat sa mundo ng pagboboses, maybe aside from your voice, is yung puso. Puso talaga. Marami mga mapasok sa industry dito na walang passion or kulang sa pasensya o di naman kaya ay hindi nagpupursige. So, puro biyunan. Walang puso. Hindi importante na maganda lang ang boses mo. Kailangan meron kang dedikasyon sa trabaho mo. Meron kang dedikasyon na mag-aral, humanap ng maayos na school or training, and just do your research and studies, because you'll never grow in any field if you don't do your homework. So, perseverance, patience, and puso is the most important thing. Well, siguro, if there's one thing na kailangan mo dito na value, it is being a professional sa industriya. You'll have to understand that there are deadlines, there are people that you need to please, yun, okay? And if you're not being professional about the way you go to work, the way you handle things, the way you project yourself, or even by the manner of your, sabihin na lang nating presentation. Paano mo ipapakilala yung sarili mo as a voice-over talent? How do you treat the business? Then, unfortunately, you will have to take the long way around. Okay? There is no shortcut to doing voices. However, the skills is one thing, but the demand for professionalism in this industry is very high. So you'll have to know how to keep secrets. You'll have to know how to start doing your NDAs, your contracts, and your proposals. Just treating it as a business, and there's nothing you can do if you are not a professional in the industry, aside from depend on those who are already professionals in the industry. So you want to be there, you'll have to treat it as a professional career. So I may be a broadcaster by profession because I'm a licensed broadcaster, but I am a voiceover by career. Well, napakarami. Sobrang dami. Siguro one of the most memorable, recent memorable event was when I had the opportunity to voice over for the Philippine Academy, or the Film Academy of the Philippines. Now, siguro it's a standard corporate stuff that you can do as a voiceover, but the thing is, I was working with professionals who are so sabihin na lang natin, veterans, no? Ito yung kasi mga artista sa pelikula. Ang problema, hindi ko kilala yung mga artista. And the director, nung nag-start kami ng event, wala kaming script. So the director would tell me, "Oh, Brian, introduce mo na yan." OMG, how am I supposed to introduce someone na hindi ko naman kilala? Or someone na wala akong background or knowledge or wala kaming guideline or script, because the director is so good at what he does, he doesn't need anything to guide him. So, doon na pumasok yung industry training ko. So, may mga kahon na akong or canned introductions that I had to use to introduce stars from the decades of my parents or my grandparents, dekada 60, 70, 80 na mga artista na hindi ko naman kilala talaga. Okay, namumukha ko sila, nakikita ko sila sa mga lumang pelikula pero hindi ko alam kung ano pangalan nila. So it was a very difficult challenge for me to start a big event without a script, but it was also both the baptism of fire from Direk Wayo and a feeling of accomplishment that I was able to work with these veterans in the industry. Well, 5 years from now, I still expect to do a lot of voiceover work, probably doing more upgrade on my home studio equipments, promoting of course, my book. I'm the first author of the handbook, or the Philippine Handbook on Voice Acting, na ginamit namin sa VoiceWorks Voice Acting Workshop. And I have an upcoming book. It is the Voiceover Secrets Revealed. So it contains a whole lot of information about tropicalized information about doing voices here in the Philippines. So in English, and magtutour kami proudly. We'll have a book tour, a school tour. I'll be continuing with my speaking engagement and traveling siguro here again and abroad to promote the art of voice acting. My future, or my advice for future practitioners, is that what this industry needs are learned individuals. Listen to your professors, especially to Ma'am Pinky Aceron. She is the best instructor you can ask for in broadcasting. Take into account her experiences, her industry experiences naman, and learn from what she has to offer, because there is no absolute way for you to learn doing voices except doing it in the actual thing. It's either a recording or a live voiceover or sasalang ka sa radyo. Magdi-DJ ka. Bakit ka naman magdi-DJ kung wala kang alam? Diba? So pag may pagkakataon ka to audition, if there's an opportunity for you to maybe share your expertise or your talent, grab kagad the opportunity. Huwag mahiya. Kakapal at kakapal ang mukha mo sa industriyang ito. Pero pakapalin mo yan, okay? At gamitan mo ng liha para kuminis ang itsura mo. Ang hindi natin kailangan sa industriya ay yung mga taong nagte-take advantage. Pero marami niyan na may experience nyo. And the only way for you to protect yourself is to learn from your professors, from your teachers, and eventually, be one of our peers. Malay mo, makatrabaho kita. Malay mo, makasama kita sa recording. O, diba? Malay mo, ikaw na nagdi-direct sa akin. Di ba? Ang saya nun. So, I hope to see you next time. Sa isang event, sa isang recording, or maybe in an animation. Right? So, my advice is, work hard, train hard, and let's record together. Yeah. Alright, this is DJ Big Brian. That's about it for me. And always remember my favorite saying, pagkahaba-haba man ang posisyon, pag natinik, ay malalim. Bye-bye!